Moon phases refer to the regular, cyclic changes in the appearance of the moon as it orbits the Earth. These changes are primarily caused by the relative positions of the Earth, Moon, and Sun, which result in varying amounts of the moon's illuminated half being visible from Earth. Moon phases are a fascinating and important aspect of our night sky, and they have cultural, scientific, and practical significance. Here's a detailed note on moon phases. 1. Lunar cycle. The moon goes through a complete cycle of phases, known as the lunar cycle, which takes approximately 29.5 days to complete. This period is often referred to as a synodic month. 2. New moon. At the start of the lunar cycle, the moon is positioned between the Earth and the Sun. From Earth, the side of the moon illuminated by the Sun is facing away from us, so the moon appears dark and is not visible. This is called the new moon. 3. Waxing crescent. As the moon orbits the Earth, a small, crescent-shaped sliver of its illuminated side becomes visible just after the new moon. This is the waxing crescent phase. 4. First quarter, half moon. When half of the moon's illuminated side is visible from Earth, it's known as the first quarter. This phase occurs approximately 1 week after the new moon. 5. Waxing gibbous. Following the first quarter, the illuminated portion of the moon continues to grow, creating the waxing gibbous phase. It is characterized by a moon that is more than half, but not yet fully illuminated. 6. Full moon. When the entire side of the moon facing Earth is illuminated by the Sun, we observe a full moon. It appears as a bright, round disk in the night sky. This phase occurs about 2 weeks after the new moon. 7. Waning gibbous. After the full moon, the illuminated portion of the moon begins to shrink, creating the waning gibbous phase. 8. Third quarter, half moon. When we can see the other half of the moon's illuminated side, it is known as the third quarter. This phase occurs approximately 3 weeks after the new moon. 9. Waning crescent. As the moon continues its orbit, only a small crescent-shaped sliver of its illuminated side remains visible. This is the waning crescent phase. 10. Repeat cycle. After the waning crescent, the moon returns to the new moon phase, and the cycle repeats. Causes of moon phases. Moon phases are a result of the changing angle between the Earth, Moon, and Sunday. The relative positions of these celestial bodies cause different portions of the moon to be illuminated at different times. The key factors include orbital position. The moon orbits the Earth, and its position in this orbit determines how much of its illuminated side is visible. Sunlight angle. The angle at which sunlight strikes the moon's surface determines which parts are in shadow and which are illuminated. Cultural and scientific significance. Moon phases have held cultural and religious significance in various societies throughout history. They have been used to track time, mark religious festivals, and even influence agricultural practices. In modern times, they are important for astronomers and scientists studying the moon and its effects on Earth's tides. Practical uses. Moon phases are also useful for various practical purposes, such as planning outdoor activities, gardening, and fishing, as they can affect visibility and natural phenomena like tides. In conclusion, moon phases are a result of the changing geometry of the Earth, Moon, and Sun system. They have cultural, scientific, and practical importance and provide a rhythmic and predictable pattern in the night sky that has fascinated humanity for centuries.